All right, guys, we got our next guest of the night who's actually going to be joining us every week. Every Tuesday, we're going to be talking with Robert Turnquest leading up to his fight at Titan FC 44. He's been on the show before. We're so happy to have you back on. What's going on, TQ?
Not a whole lot, man. How you been?
I've been awesome, man. You know, let's jump right into it, man. How was your Easter? Were you able to celebrate?
I'm not a huge holiday person. You know, being in the military, I've been away from family, you know, most of the holidays and stuff. So I'm not huge into the holidays or Easter, but I have my niece with me. And so, you know, we were able to do a little bit of the whole Easter thing, got her a basket and a bunch of art supplies. She's really into that stuff. You know, she's more the artsy side, less of the physical side. So, but yeah, we had a good time. We did that Easter morning, and then, you know, it was training like normal Sunday afternoon. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Right back in the gym. Did you have to watch everybody eat all the ham pie and all the good food?
No, man. Actually, so this fight's at 170, which is my preferred weight. And, you know, my last fight with Jay-Z Cavalcanti was at 155. So 170 is a lot easier. So I've been watching my diet because I just want to look better than I ever have when I go into the cage. Like I'm going to use this fight as a stepping stone, and I'm going to make sure that when I show up, I look good, I fight good. So I've been watching my diet, but I was still able to eat a little bit on Easter.
So tell us how this fight came about. You're coming off that decision to Jay-Z, who has an upcoming fight as well, against Jose Shorty Torres, I believe. So you're
Kurt Hollaball.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We just had Kurt on right before you, matter of fact. So I'm getting everyone confused here. So, you know, we spoke right before that. What surprised you about Jay-Z's performance that night?
Man, that was a bad fight for me. You know, I had a bad weight cut. You know, I missed weight. So it started with a bad weight cut, and then I just went into the fight and I was flat. You know, he was surprisingly strong. He was a lot stronger than I expected him to be, but it's the fight game. Everybody's strong, you know. But I was flat. I was never able to get into a rhythm. I wasn't putting combinations together for my punches. I was throwing 1 and 2 punches. You know, I wasn't doing anything more than that. He just did a good job of controlling the fight and controlling the pace and implementing his game and not letting me get where I needed to get. And yeah, nothing really surprised me. It was just a bad fight on my part. That's all.
So after that fight, you were actually you know, back training with Rufus Sport for a little bit. Were you doing some cross training with them still?
There's a Rufus Sport affiliate about 30 minutes from my house. So, like, I'm actually right smack in the middle between my gym and the Rufus Sport affiliate.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the guys that are out there, it's Matt Halfacre and Outlaw MMA. I've been going out there, you know, once every couple weeks. I got a lot of responsibilities and stuff that I teach kids jiu-jitsu and kids judo and stuff. So whenever I can get someone to cover my kids' classes, then I head out to the Rufus Sport and work with those guys out there. It's a pretty good group of guys, pretty solid.
Does your niece practice as well?
She does. She does judo and jiu-jitsu. Not a huge fan of the no-gi stuff. She's more of on the gi side, which is fine with me. You know, I grew up doing judo, so, you know, the fact that she likes that more, you know, that's fine with me. She's done 3 tournaments since she's been here. So she started last June. She did her first jiu-jitsu tournament in August, and she won that.
Wow.
The gi division. You know, it's boys and girls. It was like 72 pounds or something, and then she got promoted in jiu-jitsu. And then she won the next jiu-jitsu tournament she did. And then she went to her first judo tournament in January, and she won that as well. So she's on a roll. It's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, that's got to be exciting for you. So is this your brother's daughter or your sister's daughter?
Sister's daughter, yeah.
So is it just you and her, or do you have more brothers and sisters out there?
No, I've got a younger sister and a younger brother. My brother's up in Virginia, and my sister's actually down in Miami. But my sister's got a lot going on with school and some other stuff, so we just felt it was better to have my niece come up here while my sister finishes all of that, and she's wrapping that up this year. So yeah, so we'll see what happens after that.
What was it like growing up with a couple of sisters, man? That's got to be pretty brutal, but at the same time, it helps you with your women's skills at least, right?
You would think that, yeah, but and women don't understand women, and you know, it was interesting growing up, you know, with them. But no, I'm just an average guy when it comes to that. You know.
How long have you had this beard for? Was that something that you started in high school?
No, man. Cool, because I was military for 14 years, so we were shaving all the time. You have to shave every day. And then I went on a couple deployments where I didn't have to shave. And back then, I only had like maybe 3 or 4 months where I didn't have to shave, so it would get like Joe Dirt looking. I'd have like patches and stuff.
Pirate look.
Yeah, I would never be able to get a full beard going. And when I got out back in October 2 years ago, I just committed 100%. I was like, you know what? However long it takes, like I'm gonna have a beard. And the first 6 months were pretty rough. Like it just looked like pubic hair just growing in random spots and stuff. But I'm enjoying it. It's not the best looking beard, but I'm liking it.
Well, hashtag fear the beard, man. I've had my beard since high school. It's a lot of work to keep up with it all. It's a lot. You got to groom it. You got to treat it like a small animal.
Exactly.
So it's pretty crazy, man. So yeah, you won 3 out of your last 5 fights. I got to ask you this, man. How do you see this one playing out right now? I know we got a little while, but as of right now, how do you see this playing out?
So in my head, I see myself surprising him, and I see myself surprising a lot of people. I'm definitely going to catch him off guard in the first round, but I think the second round is where I'm going to shine. I'm looking for a submission or a TKO in the second round. That's where I'm going to be able to put everything together.
And what do you know about him? What do you know about your opponent? How's he style up against you?
So I know he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got some decent striking. He's got a huge overhand right that he likes to catch people with. Tons of experience, obviously. The same number of fights as Jay-Z. He's like 21-10. Yeah. He was 21-10 also. These fights do not get easier like at any point. He's a tough guy, but I know that he's got some weaknesses that we noticed that are I don't want to say habits, like what's the word? Like we've seen some of the same weaknesses in like every fight. So that's why, first round, we're going to surprise everybody, and then second round, we're going to finish it.
So I got to ask you this, man. Where are you at right now with your weight, and what are you doing to maintain your weight right now? Because you said it's at 170, so you're a little more comfortable than last time.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable at 170 than I am 155. Yeah. My weight right now, I'm about 181, 183, depending upon what I eat the night before. That's fully hydrated. I'm still eating like normal. I've cleaned up my diet, tons of fruits and vegetables. Like I'm allowing myself to eat as much fruits and vegetables as I want. Lean meat, a lot of chicken, a lot of fish, stuff like that. I've cut out steak and pizza, my 2 like favorite things, which kind of sucks. Cut out pasta, cut out stuff that's super heavy on carbs. But yeah, I've just cleaned up my diet a lot. So yeah, I'm feeling good. My weight is at like the perfect spot. By fight week, I'm thinking I should be about 177, 176. I mean, a 6-pound cut, that's nothing, so.
Are you doing that on your own, or are you working with somebody like a diet coach or nutritionist or something?
No, I'm doing it on my own. I've always done everything, for the most part on my own, outside of the training aspect.
Yeah.
The conditioning I've pretty much done on my own. I had a conditioning coach for a little bit, but, he and I didn't really see eye to eye on some things, and he wasn't into combat sports. Like, he liked watching it, but it wasn't something he'd ever done. So, what he thought worked and what actually worked, I was like, I understand the concept of what you're saying, but I know that I'm getting in worse shape, when I go to train and stuff. So I've done everything on my own, just a lot of research, looking stuff up. My coach helps me a lot, Brian Smith. He's always doing research too. He sees something that I might like, he'll shoot it my way, and we'll talk about it and stuff. So
yeah. I saw a fun video that I think you and him made with the "There Goes My Hero."
Oh yeah.
What's up with that? What's the story behind that?
Yeah, so Titan wants everybody to, they want the fighters to start, promoting the event. This is the first event they're doing at the Pembroke Pines City Center. The place is just being built, and they have like a multi-fight contract with them. So they want everybody to, come up with some type of advertising or whatever. And one of the, like, it's kind of like our, I don't want to say our theme, but like our team is always aimed for the bushes. Like, we take leaps and jumps that, like, we should not do. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, you know. At this point in my career, should I have fought Jay-Z? Probably not, you know. But we're going to do it anyway. You know, we're here to fight. And, you know, should I have gone pro as early as I did? Probably not. But, you know, here I am. So, you know, we just kind of jump first, and just get as prepared as we can and hope for the best. Titan wanted everybody to do these advertising things, and they said, you know, make it funny and stuff like that. So that was just something that we came up with. We've got a couple other little like skits that we're going to put together.
That was a good one, man. Now it makes sense. Aim for the bushes. Now I totally get the whole skit. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah, we didn't really...
You used hashtag aim for the bushes, so it should have clicked right there.
We didn't really think. Well, not we. I didn't think about the context. I was like, oh, this is going to make sense to everybody. And then afterwards, people were like, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, I didn't really think about the fact that not everybody knows, you know, the history of our team. But, you know, I'm so happy with our first one. That was our first one. We're going to do, you know, 1 or 2 a week for the next couple weeks. So.
Well, you just informed a couple of thousand people right here on Pure EVil MMA. So everyone that's listening, definitely go check it out up on your page, which you can see right here at Apex 170, or up on your Facebook page, which I'll be tagging you in with this interview. So, unfortunately for the people listening to the podcast, they can't see where you are right now. But what I see, it looks like you're in a kitchen. Where are you at right now, TQ?
Yeah, I'm in my kitchen. My niece is in the living room watching a movie. We were watching a movie a little bit ago after dinner and stuff.
What movie?
Wednesday. Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, okay. He actually, the real Dr. Dolittle lives 20 minutes from here, his parents' house, matter of fact.
What?
There's a real Dr. Dolittle, and their mailbox is actually a bunch of animals walking on top of it. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty, that is pretty cool.
Right? Of course, you probably didn't really talk to animals, but like that story.
Yeah, but still, I mean, the backstory is cool enough on its own, you know. Yeah, so... But yeah, I'm in my kitchen. I'm just sitting at the house, just chilling. Wednesdays is always my off day, so.
Wednesdays is a good day to just chill. It's hump day, so that's always like the revival day. So what do you got planned for tomorrow and the rest of the week until we talk to you next time? What does this schedule look like?
So my schedule, it's pretty consistent. Tomorrow, we've got no-gi. Well, first I'm going to teach kids no-gi. Then I've got no-gi jiu-jitsu for myself, followed by kickboxing. Friday is gi jiu-jitsu, followed by judo. Saturday is no-gi jiu-jitsu and wrestling. And I do some one-on-one mitts with my coach on Saturdays. Sundays is our sparring day. That's like our hard sparring day. You know, we've kind of pulled away from going hard and sparring like every day. And then Mondays is another no-gi day. And then Tuesday we'll be back to gi jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. And I'll be on the podcast or on Skype, you know, whatever we want to do next Tuesday.
I've been hearing a lot of fighters saying that they haven't been doing some hard sparring. Is this more of the evolution of the sport? We're learning more about it to realize, you know, Robbie Lawler, Cowboy, all these guys, and a lot of guys that we speak to on Titan FC, Shamrock, Valor Fights, they all say that we're not going as hard as we used to with the sparring. Is that something that you're seeing as well?
I am seeing it. I'm definitely seeing it. You know, when I go out to the Rufus Sport place, those guys aren't sparring hard, you know, every day. Yeah. They're going pretty much, they go hard on Fridays. So like every other Friday, I'll go out there to get some extra sparring in. Man, when I first started, we had a small team and we were in a barn. We called it Doghouse MMA. We were in the back of a barn. The room was like 8 by 10. I mean, there was no like movement, no pivoting. Like, it was just 2 guys throwing down. We had myself, Andre Hall, who just made his pro debut, Mike Roberts, Mike's fought Jason Knight, one of Jason Knight's only 2 losses. Mike was the first person to beat Jason Knight.
Wow.
Yeah, they fought twice. Mike made his pro debut against Jason Knight and beat him in a decision. And then they fought again 3 years later, and then Jason beat him in a decision. So yeah, it was me, Mike, Andre, Brian Smith, my coach, another guy named Todd Leiterman. And yeah, I mean, we would just go into the barn and, you know, one person would stay in for 5 or 6 rounds and just fight everybody. And then somebody else would go in, and we would do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, that was some rough sparring 3 days in a row. Like by Wednesday, you just dreaded even walking in there, especially in the summer. It's hot. There's no AC. There's no ventilation. You know, but then we realized
doghouse, huh?
Yeah, it was crazy. But we realized, like, man, that's not smart. Like, we're just going in there and just like beating each other up. We're not drilling anything. We're not getting better. Like we were tough. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had a tough ass group of guys, and we would fight anybody. Like I said, Mike took Jason Knight for his pro debut. Like, that's a horrible pro debut. You know what I mean? But yeah, we just realized like that's not the way to go. Like, there's got to be a smarter way. And then we started hearing about some of these bigger names that were going to less and less sparring, and we're like, well, you know what? If they're doing it, then what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Like, they're where we want to be, and they're doing it that way. So, we should probably take note and do the same thing.
And as your career is growing, the gym's growing as well. I just saw that you guys remodeled the gym over at Academy of Pensacola.
Yeah. So yeah, we remodeled. I think we have close to 2,500 square feet of mat now. I mean, it's huge. It's a nice facility. Before we had it broken up into 2 separate rooms, and then we had like waiting areas. But we just knocked out one of the walls, took the mats out of the other side, moved everything to the new side. We got Fuji mats put in there. Like, everything is like really nice, state of the art. Definitely the biggest training facility within 2 hours of where we're at. I mean, and I'm biased, but the best training facility in this area. But yeah, man, the gym is growing, gym's expanding. Always have people coming in. We've got Tex Johnson. He's fought for Bellator a couple times. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Just won the New York Open. He's coming and doing a seminar this weekend. We always have black belts stopping in, and yeah, Jim's doing good, man. Doing really good.
Before we let you go, and of course, guys, we're going to have TQ checking in with us every week, so I really want you guys to go out and subscribe to his Facebook and also his Twitter, and, check out what these guys go through leading up to these fights. And I think this is going to be really cool. I'm really happy that you're coming on here to do this. This is my first time doing this with a fighter, so I'm happy it's someone I'm comfortable with here. So, man, before we let you go, I want to say best of skill this week, and also have fun watching the rest of Dr. Dolittle.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. We'll talk to you in about 6 days.
All right. Sounds good.